Gillingham are back at home this afternoon. We take on second from bottom Accrington Stanley, who did win last week. Gillingham on the back of 2 losses need to turn their fortunes around. All unravelling here on German Gills. Welcome to the German Gills Show. I'm going to be your host, Reece, to take you through every step of today's game against Accrington Stanley. And the Stanley fans that are here as well, thank you very much for stopping by for this show. Our sponsor this season is C&A Building Products. If you have a building project going on at the moment and you want some building materials, these are your guys to go to. They're local to the Medway area, so you'll be supporting the local economy as well. The link to their website can be found in the description down below. And if you're a Gills season ticket holder, you can get 10% off your order. Now, let's head over to Luke's 11.
Hello and welcome to Luke's 11, which is sponsored by C&A Building Products. After Thursday night's fans forum, it has reconfirmed the faith that I have in both Mark Bonner, Joe Comper and the Gallinsons, as they are the right people to guide this club onto brighter horizons, both on and off the pitch. Mark once again came across brilliantly, and I'm hoping that we can get back to winning ways today. There's no question that the last 2 games have been subpar. Mark has even alluded to it Thursday night. We found it difficult to break down teams that have allowed us plenty of the ball and defended in a low block. The boys have had a full week on the grass, and I'm hoping the coaching team have been able to come up with some new ways in how we can create clear-cut opportunities against a team with one of the worst defensive records in the league. That being said, we still find ourselves in second position after 10 games on 19 points, and I'm sure many of us Gills fans would have taken where we sit today, currently, at the start of the season. The visitors recorded their first win of the season against Morecambe last weekend, and I'm sure are going to be eager to make it back-to-back victories and working on making a dent on their goals against column, which, as I said, stands at one of the worst in the league. So let's get down to today's 11. League 2 Player of the Month, Glenn the Cat Morris, to continue between the sticks. A back 4 of Romeo Hutton, Max Zamer, Shad OG and Max Clark. A midfield 4, yes, you've guessed it, 4 of Jacob Wakelin, Tim Dieng, Armani Little and Joe Cabode, with a front pairing of 2, Ollie Hawkins and Elliot Nevitt. I was undecided whether to put Marcus Wiley in, but I think with the performances that Ollie has put in over so far this season, being transfer listed, I think he deserves a start. And with some new wingers, we might get a bit of better service in there that we haven't seen over the last 2 games. It looks like Aki will go with a back 5, so I'm keen to see Bonner go with that front 2 that I've mentioned and help Elliot, as he has looked increasingly isolated over the last 2 games against Grimsby and Crewe. Score prediction from me, a 2-0 win with Nevitt and Cabode on the score sheet. Los gets Gills.
And we have Adam Wesgate back on the German Gills Show this afternoon. He's there at Priestfield Stadium to see Gillingham take on Accrington. 2 defeats in a row, Adam. How do we respond, and what do you think the score's going to be?
Well, good afternoon, Reece, and everyone at home. It's a bit of a dreary day, and it's been quite dreary results, as you said, Reece. And unless we've made a new plan, I don't see that changing today. Maybe a draw. I don't want to be a downer, but Accrington Stanley being so lowly, they're going to play counter-attacking football, I'd imagine, and sit back. It's been our Achilles heel for quite a long time. I mean, this goes back to Stephen Clements. We had trouble with that then. Harris, it was quite different, but I'm not going back into the annals of history. The 2 things in common with our defeats, the last 2, is that they've sat back, we haven't been able to break them down, and they've counter-attacked effectively. Now, I think the defensive side will be easier to overcome and compensate for, but when it comes to us creating something, it's been said at the fans forum, it's difficult. We're never isolated up front, and I can see Jaden Clark just running into a wall, and it's difficult. Wiley will be interesting being there, absolutely. That's a bit of a new dynamic from the start of the game. I keep thinking we should shove Ollie Hawkins up front for a game like this with Nevitt, but I'm sure they've been working on it. They know the problems. I mean, if we can see it, they can see it. So I still think we can win. but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw today. I think we'll get a goal. I'm going to be positive on a goal, but I'm going to go for a draw.
And of course, we have the German Gills fan zone. Fans have been reaching out about our game this afternoon against Accrington, and here's what they have to say.
Hello, Reece, Oscar here. Gills v Accrington Stanley today. I reckon should be an easy game. They're 23rd in the league, so I'm going to say 3-0 win. Jaden Clark brace. Let's get Gills.
Good morning, Reece. Hope you're well. The result today is going to be a 2-1 win to the Gills. It will be Jacob Wakeling and Johnny Williams. Up the Gills. Gills.
Hi Reece, Finn here. Really excited about today's game versus Accrington. Coming off of a really low-hearted performance to Crewe, I think Gills are going to bring home a 3-0 win today. I think Elliot Neville will get on the score sheet, Johnny Williams and Shadrach Ogie. Lost case Gills.
Hi Reece, Stefan here. It's my first time here on German Gills. Been following your channel for a while. Here at Priestfield Stadium for the League 2 game at home against Accrington Stanley. Who are they? I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for the Gills today. I think Nevitt's going to get on the score sheet, and I think maybe Nolan might grab a goal today. So let's hope we get the 3 points today and lost case Gills.
Hello Reece, hope you're okay. I'm good. Well, sadly last week we lost 2-0, didn't we? But hopefully it was just another game that we needed to lose because we were tired. But hopefully today against Accrington, who are second to bottom, hopefully we can get some points. Maybe a 3-1 victory for the Gills today. Maybe soon, hopefully Bradley Dack will come back and Turner. But good job that Glenn Morris got man of the match, player of the month, I mean. So come on Gills, let's get the victory.
Good afternoon, Reece. Ben here, just parked up at Priestfield for this afternoon's game with, I believe we're playing that famous team this afternoon from the Milk advert back in the 80s with Ian Rush. Hang on, let me just think for a second. Oh, Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Hope you are well and had a fantastic week. Hope you enjoyed today's game. I think today's prediction for me, I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win for us. And I'm going to say Marcus Wiley to score for us. And I'm going to say Jaden Clark to wrap things up with hopefully 3 lovely points. But of course, as always, fingers crossed for 3 points. And los que Gills.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Los Gills! So we're about to get underway at Priestfield Stadium. Big shout out to our sponsor, C&A Building Products. The link to their website can be found in the description down below. And if you would like to have access to the full match replays, you can hit join below and click full match replays. And for a small fee, you can get access to the full recording of these games. Craig is going for a 2-1 win today. And I got to say, we are shooting towards the Brian Moore stand for the first time this season. So it looks like Max Aimer won the toss. Let's see if that has any impact, and let's see how this game unfolds. Gills going only corner is kind of taking it quickly. As it goes to the bottom, Little coming up, and then towards goal, and it's collected by Billy Krellin. It's a good header from Gills, and a very early chance to show our intentions of this game to go on the front foot to try and get something from it early. And it was caught well by Billy Krellin. I didn't quite see who got the header, unfortunately, but it could well be Wiley or Nevitt up front because we've got 2 up front today. Anyway, good start from the Gills. Gills looking to pounce and get a bit of movement going forward as Hahn puts his ball through. It's taken down well by Wiley, but it's going to end up in the feet of Accrington. When it's got back to the feet of Gills, and Nevitt takes a shot and is blocked, and it was a bad mistake from Krellin. And Clark's going to pick it up over on the left-hand side, and Gills have a great chance here to try and convert an opportunity. It goes to Clark, who's going to put it in box with left foot. It's not the greatest ball, but it's just gone into hands of Krellin again off Wiley. My goodness me, it's poor work from the Accrington goalkeeper. And Gillingham again looking likely the team to score in the first 7 minutes of this game, but it's quite exciting, and it's good intention from the Gills considering the last loss of the road that we have had, but the score does still remain 0-0. Max Clark's going to look for the ball down the left-hand side, and while he's unwell to turn off his man, can he get it over to the right-hand side? He can do it. It'll be Nolan that's going to pick it up. Could Gills get something in? Nolan probably should another pass and doesn't give it to Hutton instead. Could Gills create something? It goes in the box, short in the back of the net. Oh my goodness me. I think it was an Accrington player. I didn't quite see it. Was it Batty that managed to get in the way of that block? But Gills should have done a little bit better. I think Nolan should have released it a bit earlier for Jaden Clark. Nonetheless, it is Nolan who does have the ball on the right-hand side. He's taking on Ben Woods. Gets it into the box. I've lost track of the ball now because it's where is it? The camera needs to keep up. They've lost it. Is it Lil that's got the ball? Oh, he's lost it, unfortunately, and that is a free kick. Unfortunately, Gillingham not capitalising on the opportunity. Accrington Stanley with the throw in down the right-hand side taken by Love, and there's a lot of Gills players around there, and Costello's done well to find a bit of space, gone into the box, and Gills under a lot of pressure for Accrington's first real attack of the game as a shot on target, and I think it's going wide, but I've got to give Glenn Morris some credit because he doesn't know that he's got down low and quick to his right-hand side and made sure, just in case. It's actually really good athleticism from the shot stopper in Gills' goal, but it's also a really good attacking intent and a good shot from Costello for Accrington Stanley. We've got to be aware of that, and, they have a corner, and Gills on the little bit, the back foot at the moment, under a little bit of pressure, but it is still 0-0. The ball forward by Al Joffrey, and it's good work actually from Accrington. They've got a little bit of space over his left-hand side. They try and build an attack, and Gills got to be careful here because if they get a little bit of space in the centre, they will pull the trigger. That's a good ball over to the right-hand side, and Gills are really on the back foot as it goes into the box, and it goes towards goal. Gills got to put their foot through it. Max Clark does do that, not convincingly though, and Accrington are trying to keep this attack alive as Coyle picks up the ball. He's only just come on the pitch, actually replaced Corneely. And the ball is bouncing everywhere. This could be offside or a chance for Accrington. It's a save at the end by Glenn Morris. It's bouncing all over the place. And the referee, the Gills, the defence are asking, is that not offside for Costello as the ball was deflected through? Apparently not, and that's actually a fantastic save from Glenn Morris, who keeps Gillingham in this, actually. Stops them going 1-0 down is really what I mean, but that's a good save by the player of the month of this month. Whew. Gillingham just about surviving that one, still 0-0. Hutton's trying to knock this ball forward, just didn't quite scoot through, but it could be Gillingham. Nolan's running forward here, and Wiley's got a support there, and if that's Wiley's going to go himself, surely! Yeah! No! Wiley! I thought he was going to put that right in the bottom right corner. A man with confidence from last season at his time in non-league scoring lots of goals. You would have thought he would have hit the target there, but it's great work from Hutton. It's a good ball through, and it looks like it was a mistake from Al Joffrey, who put Nolan right in the driving seat, give the right ball to. That's great work from Wiley, actually, to give himself the space. It just didn't quite work out, and that is the best chance Gillingham have had so far this game, and we should really be 1-0 up. But it isn't. It is still 0-0. Gills with the corner over on the left-hand side. Can we take? Oh, we're taking it short. Instead, it's gone to Clark, back to Nolan, who puts it into the box, changes the angle. Can we get something on target? It's looped over, surely! Oh! And it's another corner, but really good work from Gillingham on that corner, and it could have easily gone in the back of the net. Looking a bit lively for Gillingham the last few minutes of this half. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it's Gillingham 0, Accrington Stanley 0, and on the line, we have Adam Wesgate.
Good afternoon.
It seems it's been a while since we've had a chat, but yeah, this game so far, what do you make of it?
Well, I was 7 hours into the future before in Indonesia, but God, if I could have seen that, I might have missed the first half here. I mean, Accrington Stanley has been the better team. He's had the best two chances, one of them blocked and one of them he dragged wide, but I wouldn't be too harsh because he didn't look like he was second-guessing himself. These things happen. Overall, we've got to deal with counter-attacks better, and we've just got to offer more up front, I'd say.
I think the pressing that Accrington and Stanley have is really quite impressive, actually. It's causing us to make some mistakes at the back, but one person that hasn't been making mistakes is Glenn Morris for me. What have you made of him?
Well,
So we're about to get underway here in the second half. Big shout out to our other supporter of the channel, Viper Golf. I am wearing one of their shirts at the moment, as you can see, with the V right here. They make fantastic retro football golf shirts. And if you use, go to the link in the description down below and at checkout, if you put the code GG5, you get £5 off your order. And I also want to give a shout out to the new podcast, Shouting Men, run by Kieran and David. Check them out. I think they've got a second episode with a lot more episodes on the way. But let's see if Gills can actually, shooting towards the Rainham end, win this game. Let's see how it unfolds. Gills are taking this front over the left-hand side, and Max Clark's has got the ball, looking at the ball into the box. Can Gills create something here? It's chipped in. Can we get this down? That's literally pretty aimless. Meant to go for Nolan, but instead it's Hutton that gets the ball over to Nolan. It's a really good ball. Nolan's there in support, and Hutton's there in support. Gives it to Hutton. Can he get the ball in the box? So creates something. It's gone to the back post, and surely someone, just anticipate that, but it's a shot as well. Yes! And it's a goal from Little. He absolutely thumped it into the top left-hand corner. What a fantastic goal that is, right towards the Raynham end as well. And Gills have gone 1-0 up. I thought the attack was over when it was a long hit cross and Krelling had missed it, but it fell nicely for Little, who just managed to get a fantastic connection on that. He really put his foot through that, kept his knee over the ball, but rifled it into the left-hand side of the goal. I think it was top left-hand corner-ish. Wasn't proper top bins, but the power and control behind that was extraordinary. As we watch this one more time, good work from Nolan and Hutton to work well there to get the ball into the box, and Hutton, we know, can put a good delivery in. It was enough to get over the top of Billy Credit. Look at that for an absolute belter of a shot. We're going to watch that one more time because that was extraordinary. Little, who has been excellent all season, I'm so glad he's managed to get a goal as well. Fantastic. No one's stopping that one. It is Gillingham 1, Accrington Stanley 0. All right, Accrington got a bit of momentum coming forward, and Gills got to be careful. It's a good pass on the left-hand side, and Batty's got the ball and is going to take a shot on it to do another decent save from Morris, and that goes out for a goal kick. A little reminder that Gills still have to be alert for any Accrington attack because it's in their capabilities to find the back of the net, as we saw in the first half. Luckily, Glenn Morris has been on point and not let anything go past him, but there you go. Batty with the shot could have easily, in the same way that Little blast at the top left-hand corner could have happened there as well. Still 1-0 to the Gills. It's a free kick for Accrington on the right-hand side, put it straight into the box, and Gills going to have to clear this one up. It's gone all the way back to Ben Woods, who puts it into the box one more time, and Gills got to be careful. As Accrington got a great chance, goes across the box, and it's saved, and it's then shot over the bar, and again, Gills on the, under pressure here, and have to be very careful because Accrington trying to find a way back into this game. And it is somewhat a bit frantic actually from Accrington, but actually it's going to their favour because it just ensued chaos and a little bit more careful approach from Accrington that might be in the back of the net. Luckily it wasn't, and it's still 1-0 to the Gills. Oh, that's a really poor pass by Glenn Morris, and Gills are under a little bit of pressure here as they do try and clear it, but it's not very well done. And Accrington got a great chance as Ben Woods takes a shot, is deflected and gone in the back of the net. And you've got to say, Gillingham have caused that themselves, and Glenn Morris has been excellent for this whole season, and he makes one mistake there, and Accrington have clawed themselves back into the game. And unfortunately, it's just so gutting that it come from such a simple mistake, and it is one of these things that is always a hazard if you're passing the ball at the back between your defenders. It always is a risk, and unfortunately for Gillingham, it hasn't worked. And Accrington have got a goal back into this game. Let's have a watch it. Yeah, this pass here from Glenn Morris is not great, but even so, I have to say Max Clark here probably should be, I would clip that out for me for a corner. I don't know, get it out of play, but you can't take away from the shot. Oh, and I just didn't notice that at first. It's been deflected in as well. You couldn't even tell if that's going to go out for a goal kick. The shot from Ben Woods, it came off OG and nestled in the top right of the goal. It's a really unfortunate error from Gillingham, but it does mean we have to go and try and find a winner in this game. That's good pass and work by Accrington and Stanley, and Jake Batty's at the ball, puts the ball through, and this could be an opportunity for them here. It's a good save for Ashley, but this could be another chance, and arguably Batty should do a lot better there, and Accrington could have easily got in front with a second goal. My goodness me, Gillingham unnecessarily playing badly in defence. In saying that, it was actually good football by Accrington, but that Maxima, that's so careless to come across and offer that overlap, and luckily it just didn't quite work out for Batty for Gillingham, but my goodness me, could have easily been an Accrington goal, and Gills could have been 2-1 down. This could be Accrington now on the attack here as they look to try and get a win. It's a good ball through and Gills on the back foot. Got to be very careful as it goes in the back of the net, and Accrington have won it right at the end, and that's unbelievable. Gillingham, I just can't believe it. Accrington have worked that ball fantastically well forward, but we've been carved open at the back, and Gills are staring down 3 losses in a row against a team who are currently second from bottom. They're probably not second bottom now if the result stays this way, but the 71 Accrington fans who have made the trip down to Priestfield will be ecstatic, and that is an unfortunate goal to concede at the end for Gillingham, and we should, after going 1-0 up in this second half, see in some conclusion to this game, but we have been poor again. We have been poor. We're usually pretty solid defensively. We've been very poor defensively today, and our attacking woes seem to continue. We just can't seem to carve anything out up top. We can't put any. We can't create things like that Costello has done there, and it's just a shambles. And unfortunately, it looks like Gillingham are going to walk away with 0 points in this game. It's a great ball forward for Costello to get on the end of. Just sets himself nicely, and it's in the bottom right-hand corner. It is Gillingham 1, Accrington Stanley 2. Gills got to try and go forward and get something from him. As Bodie's got the ball over on this right-hand side. Needs to keep it in play. He needs support in some capacity. As Gills gets something from this, it goes up for a corner. And that is full time. Wow. Not very good for Gills. That's poor. That's 3 on the bounce that we've lost, unfortunately. Let's hear Adam Westgate's final words.
Well, not much to say after that. I mean, obviously, on the face of it, a poor result, and you'd have to say, I was saying that probably a draw was fair before the goal went in. Thinking about it, if anyone was going to win it, it was going to be Accrington. So I'm between a loss and a draw for us. It's just, they did deserve it probably overall, and they looked like the team who were going to score more. We never looked like we were being that efficient up front. It's just, we've been done by a counter-attacking team again, and we just haven't dealt with it. And that's something they're going to have to do, because all the teams seem to have figured out now that's how you play against us, whether that's their style of play or not. We're not going to come against many people who are going to openly want to play an open game and just stick to that philosophy. So we're going to have to address it. We looked poor going forward. It's just a difficult one at the moment. I think we've got the quality to get out of it, but we're going to have to think fast before the next game, because I think at present we're very easy to figure out. Still hopeful for the season, but I was nearly right with my 1-1. It just, the other team let me down. Bloody Accrington Stanley. Little Skeets Gills.